Konnichiwa, you boys and girls. How are you doing? Konnichiwa and hello. We've got Japan versus USA. And of course, Dave's going back to his roots with this game. He, when Age of Empires 3 DE came out, Little Bo played a little bit. Not when it first came out, but soon after, I think. And there was this random ex-StarCraft pro who just was kind of like taking the ladder by storm. And he was in the top 10 or so, really, really high up in the race. He was just beating everybody. And he was doing it with Japan. So it's good to see him going back to his roots with Japan. He used to do this rush. I think he used to do this rush, but I think he knows how to play everything, every style with the civilization. So, yeah, good to see him playing. Obviously, he's been playing a lot of Russia recently, and he's basically the best Russia in the game right now. But I think he plays a lot of civs. We've seen it. I did a little kind of show match between him and Psionic. And, yeah, Dave's definitely, knows a good amount of civs. He doesn't know lots, but he knows, like, I'd say 4 or 5 he's very competent with. Maybe a bit more than that as well. But, of course, there's over 20 civs in this game, so only 4 or 5 is not that many when you think about it. Okay, so we've got Japan from Little Bo going up against Just Sauce. Just a little bit of sauce. Well, show me the sauce, baby. I'm looking for the spicy sauce. Show me what you got, USA. First shipment is going to be capitalism. There's so many builds out there with USA. Like, it's just so impossible to keep up with all the different metas for USA. We've seen a recent villager meta, a very powerful villager meta with the over mountain age up. We see the Chinese immigrants is still dominating. You've got the Pennsylvania tech stuff that's still around, still very, very strong. You've got the standard fast fortress into, I do like marine builds. There's so many effective builds out there with USA. So it's very tough to keep a track of all of them. Looks like he's going for quite a standard kind of capitalism FF here, I'm going to say. Definitely going to be the Pennsylvania age up. Has built a house. No trade post. So he's going to be getting a decent age up time because he's not had to chop any wood for the French immigrants, for example. So it's going to be a 2-minute 38. I mean, he could have aged up 2 minutes 35. Okay, there we go. About 5 seconds slow, but that's okay. And like I expected, it was going to be Pennsylvania. Everyone going on to coin, that tells me that he's going to go for the Dutch immigrants, which is a pretty good card. I think it used to cost like 350 coin or 325 coin, something like that. And it got buffed, so it only costs 300 coin now. Obviously, it helps with... It doesn't just give you a bank. It gives you more yield, and it makes your villagers gather 5% faster on mines as well. So, it's got a lot of value. That card gives a lot of value. And there it comes. Okay, let's go look over at Lil Bo, see what he's up to. Not quite as fast age up. Going up the Tory gates. First shipment was going to be 2 vills. Well, 1v1 2 vills makes sense. Lots of cards in H2 and H3. Could be kind of standard Japanese semi-FF stuff. I'm interested to see how he plays Japan these days. Because, I mean, arguably, he's currently the best Russia in the game. And, I mean, arguably, he was one of the best Japans in the game. And he was doing a build that no one else was doing. I wonder who the best Japan players out there are. I mean, you've still got, like, Kanisi is a very good Japan player. And no one else really in the top plays Japan. There isn't... I can't think of, like, a top player. I think Izad might play Japan. That's literally all I can think of. I mean, you got, like, obviously, like, the likes of Julian, and, he plays Japan. He's just not a Japan main. Okay, only building this wonder with 1 villager, which is interesting. Most people are on wood right now, and he's just planting down a load of shrines. I love using these rickshaws as scouts because they're so tanky. They are so tanky. It's so annoying to kill them because you don't get much value for killing them, and it takes a while to kill them with TC fire. So most of the time, it's best just to allow it to scout. Unless you can get a snare on it. If you get the Explorer to snare, then you get enough TC shots to kill it. Oh, he's trying to use the Samurai, but the rickshaw ran away from him. That was a bit of a mess up there. But look at this. Okay, so we've got 5 Ashigaru first shipment. All right. And planting down a load of these shrines is giving him some good XP. Look, you get 40 XP for each of these shrines. So planting down, like, 6 or 7 of them is going to give you really good value. Using the samurai to help him get some treasures here, which is really, really good. Really good use of an early samurai. We're at 5 minutes 45. 5 Ashigarus have been sent from the home city. And, he's sending it again? He sent 5 samurais. He's sent 5 Ashigarus twice? I mean, 5 Ashigarus is such a good card because it's Japan, so you get to send them twice. So he's going to have 10 Ashigarus from shipments from his first 2 shipments. And look at the time, it's only just gone 6 o'clock. We are seeing a Japan rush. This is essentially a Japan rush right now. What's Just Sauce up to? Looks like he's trying to get up to the Fortress Age. Of course, he did the Pennsylvania Age up rather than the 700 coin Age up, so it's a little bit slower. Okay. Trying to flank and distract and see if he can use 2 control groups with 2 different Ashigarus to try and, find some villagers or catch him off guard. Just try and out-APM him a little bit. Minutemen was coming in there. Oh, he's going for super early Pennsylvania rifles. This costs a lot of food. But he does have capitalism. He does have the bank. There come those sharpshooters. Oh, but the state capital does go down. And it's very tough to siege this because it gets built so quickly. And that's a really smart play there. Getting the 5 sharpshooters. That's from the Pennsylvania meeting house. You can also get the Dragoons as well. State capital tech there was the fast age up. Oh, there goes a villager, though. Ashigarus are so fast. They are so fast. They can catch up to these sharpshooters. 4 speed compared to 4.5 speed. And this is why Ashigarus, they used to be the best musk in the game. Back in the pre-DE days, Ashigarus were considered OP because they were just the ultimate raiding musketeer. 4.5 speed was unheard of back in the day. And don't forget, don't underestimate that speed tech. We talk about attack, we talk about siege damage, we talk about HP. Speed is such an underrated stat. And now there's only, what, 2 sharpshooters? Nowhere near as scary now. Does have the Minutemen, though, which are losing HP. They're now down to half HP. And I think that's what Dave was waiting for. Wait for the Minutemen to lose their own HP. They're still tough, but they lose half their HP, so they're half as tough now. And look at this. No age up coming in right now. We've got 8 state militia on the way to help out, but he's going to need to buy food, I think. He could send the goons right now, but I don't know if they're going to be too much of help. And he destroys them all thanks to that 4.5 speed. Absolutely fantastic stuff there by Little Bo, just utilizing the speed so effectively there. He's staying in H2. He's not kind of like semi-FF, and he's sent the Daimyo now as well. So he's gone for 5 Ashigaru twice into 4 villagers for an extra bit of cheeky eco, and now he's gone for the Daimyo. Great stuff there. This can obviously be used as another barracks or a stable. Does he have a consulate yet? Yes, he does. And of course, he's gone straight onto the Japanese isolation. I mean, it's not all in, but this is such an aggressive rush. Shipping 2 cherry orchards. Yeah, he's gobbling through them very, very quickly. It's a great timing here. He does have berries as well. And look at this. Exactly what I was talking about. He does not have a stable. There is no stable here. So he's going to use the Daimyo as a way of making Naginatas. And look at how far forward this Daimyo is. It's like having a stable in front of your opponent's base. But he's keeping just out of sight of his opponent's base. So obviously the Daimyo can't get sniped or anything like that. But also, any reinforcements that come from this daimyo are going to be so far forward. Like, the time saved is almost instant. The time saved, rather than coming from the town center, is probably like a good 20 seconds. Okay, he's diving back in again. He's found a second win. He's found a second timing here. USA is in H3 now. It looks like he bought a load of food to get the age up. He ages up. He's got those 8 state militia. He ages up with sharpshooters. Villagers getting mauled now. Great micro, great positioning of the Ashigarus. Denying the kind of the pathing of the villagers. He's getting, there comes that 5 carbine cavalry tech from the meeting house. It's this card here, that Pennsylvania, Philadelphia convention. Such an insane card. And the bank is going to go down. That's 4 villagers worth. 448 XP you get for taking that down. That's because of the Tory gates. Beautiful stuff. Probably like half a shipment just in XP there. Okay, oh, I was just about to say the goons are there to save the day, but no, there's more Naginatas coming to this daimyo. He's not diving the daimyo in, he's just using it as a way of reinforcements to come in. A shipment of goons now here. More Minutemen coming in. Can Japan, can USA hold, or can Japan push past? TC fire, of course. It looks like maybe, just maybe, USA can hold, but only just. Russia-America company coming in now. Only has a stable to make units. I mean, he can make units from the lone tree here, but he doesn't really have the population to make outlaws. And look at this. Just constantly using the daimyo here as a way of making Naginata. So clever. I mean, so simple, yet so clever. A second set of 4 villagers coming in. Now 5 times. Now the economy comes seeping in. But this is what a Japanese rush looks like. Okay, Russia-America company wants to kind of protect this herd down here. And it's in the trees as well, which is a really good, kind of gives him a geographical advantage. If the units push in here, into this mine, into these 2 kind of outposts, there's such good choke points from here. There's just a natural barrier. Makes it very tough for Daves to push in, but he does have that speed advantage with the Ashigarus. Is that Bushido principles coming in already from the Japanese consulate? That's what he was saving all of that export for. And does that work for the daimyo as well? So this allows you to make like essentially 10 units from the barracks and stable. Does that work for the daimyo as well? I actually don't know. If it does, that's going to be hilarious. He's going to pop like... Oh, it does! That's what it was about. He just casually put 9 Ashigarus right in front of his base. If they had to walk all the way from here, do you see, with the Naginata's timing, the Ashigaru timing, every second counts, and he's saving seconds upon seconds, and, you know, he saves a minute in the end, and it's just the ability to apply extra pressure when he needs to, and it's just a never-ending snowball. Just having that daimyo there, acting as a barracks and or a stable, has just given him so much, like, ability to push and pressure. Ashigaru's diving in, taking down one of the outposts. USA not really defending. They were not in a good position. The skirmishers need to be around here to defend that outpost, defend that blockhouse. And again, look how many Ashigarus are here. Where did all these 33 Ashigarus and 13 Naginatas come from? He's now going for Ashigaru musketeer attack. You can see he's kind of... looking at the perimeter, escorting the perimeter, flirting with it, waiting for that Ashigaru attack to come in. And I think he just thinks, okay, well, it's going to come in regardless at this point now. Get some benefit out of it. Bang, there it comes. 29 ranged attack. The Naginata's 29. There's a lot of goons, though. There is a lot of goons there. He needs to protect his... He's not... Oh, and this again, the snare with the Naginata. The Ashigaru speed is so good. And they just swarm the units before they get a chance to do anything. Look, there's just 10 Ashigarus caught at this stage. And there's the GG. 14. He's just using the daimyo at the front here, just constantly swarming in, 10 or Ashigarus or 10 Naginatas at this stage. He's got really good Shrine Pop. He's on 50 villagers. With the amount of waves of attacks he's done, it doesn't matter if you're in age 3. The Ashigaru speed is so good. And well, there you have it. That was a standard. USA FF. You know, the micro could have been a little bit better, but that's what a Japanese rush looks like, guys. That is a Japan rush right there. Any Japanese mains out there, this is a really good, solid build order. Doesn't use his daimyo there to dive under all of these goons, the TC, risk losing the daimyo. He uses it as a forward base, as a forward barracks, as a forward stable. Bushido Principles comes in, and the combination between Bushido Principles and the daimyo there was something really I've never seen before, and it worked really, really well for that rush. Great stuff by Little Bo there. And yeah, just constantly kept flooding him whilst booming behind all of it. 5 Ashy, 5 Ashy. He ends on 60. Nice! Damn. Hope you guys enjoyed that one, and I'll catch you in the next game. Peace.